Hey guys, LucarioShirona here, and we're gonna be covering the news about Beyblade that basically came out a day ago. I'm a little late to this, but I want to cover it as soon as I can. So let's begin with the very first one. I think there's about 3 announcements in total to cover, but yeah, let's cover it with the January's release, and it's Rock Golem, or it's Golem Rock 160 Under Needle. This has been teased since last year. It is owned by I forgot her name, Kakura's butler. I don't remember his name. They're kind of new characters. Haven't really paid attention to what their names are. They're kind of not the characters, if I'm being honest. The butler especially. But yeah, this is a new Beyblade. It's a new defense type. It's an interesting design per se. It's two-bladed. If you understand how they design it, it's not really so much. It's two-blade, but it's like for contact with 4 contact points. Some say that it's a bit like Night Lance. I kind of see what they're talking about, but there's also the contact points below here that's interesting. This is actually the interesting design considering the parts given. This is a booster, of course. I'm going to get this Beyblade. It's going to be different this time around. I said, well, my sister, she's going to Japan. I asked her to grab me one instead. I'll pay her back, but that's a big deal. Anyhow, but the parts here, yeah, like I said, this is what's interesting. This makes the Golem Rock a look like a second defense type Beyblade to be designed to be able to go lower. Majority of them have been higher heights, but this one's a bit different per se, given the UN is under needle, so it's a lower height in comparison to the regular needle. So this is basically low needle, but they decided to call it UN under needle. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. So this might also explain about the design for rock golems under lower contact points. So I'm very curious how this will perform. If this will be heavy, it's interesting. We'll find out soon enough. Let's move on to the next one, and it's it's Shelter Drake. I'm not expecting another Drake. I'm not expecting a Bakutin homage bay, let alone being a Drake. It's a lot to take in. It's like this was actually one that confused the community the most, and I can understand that too because it's hard to identify what this Beyblade is supposed to be a homage of, but yet it has the Bakutin logo right there. It has the Bit Beast heads, the beast heads on the blades. I heard some say it's supposed to be a homage to Ultimate Dragoon, which, if you actually know the line of Beyblades, the original very first Dragoon is actually, ironically enough, called Ultimate Dragoon. Hasbro called it Spin Dragoon, but yeah. But the contact points are not lining up. We have 4 heads, but Ultimate Dragoon did not include Dragon heads. That's the original Beyblades did not have Bit Beast heads on blades, the attack rings, until Dragon Grip Attacker. That's how to say. It's an interesting design because it's also a balance type, given the gear point is given up. The other thing to consider is the fact is that it has 780, which makes it the new parts for Ratchet, for 7 Ratchet. I kind of almost forgot that it almost makes this a bit underwhelming, despite it actually has a new part for Ratchet. But 7 has been around for 6 months or so, and I can say for certain, it's a random select, so it's that's cool. It's actually funny. The colors are in a traffic light. I do have one gripe to say about the parts given for the other parts. Uh, okay, so see, let's take a look here. We have, okay, like I said here, 780, that's the new one, Gear Point. So can't say much about how I feel about the main combo prize. It's a cool color. It's, see, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, the Beyblade overall combo makes it more like Dark Gargoyle, the line Dark Gargoyle. It doesn't, obviously it doesn't resemble a gargoyle, but if you understand the combo parts and the type of the two bladed attack ring, it has Dark Gargoyle, the original one of red color, and then the HMS version upgraded evolution is a balance type. It really fits well for Dark Gargoyle, but for some reason they made it into Drake. They made it into a Dragoon homage ish. And that kind of gets a little more weird once we move on to number 2 of this set, being a 570 orb. It's one way to the other, because originally this was originally thought to be a guy Dragoon, because it is known to be mostly two-bladed. But the only problem, and its colors are yellow or purple. It's most known for. It's technically supposed to be gold, but we kind of get lenient on the whole yellow being the color. But to the point, this combo could have been so much better, but they chose orb. 570 is not bad, but orb, they could choose rush. We don't have enough rush. They had a perfect opportunity to add rush here. Oh my god. It's just it's a bit frustrating that one of the most popular bits has been not getting a lot of releases. You get the Giant Buster set, and then you have the random booster set. I'm pretty sure that was back for Black Shell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh gosh. It's a real toss up. You may end up pulling it, you may not. It's really frustrating. Oh. But yeah, then we have 360 dots. So we got another dot. I don't mind it. It looks like we got another green, which is actually funny if you think about it. Yeah, so this is I can see what they're doing here. They're obviously basing the colors off of the types of combo types. Red for balance, or yellow for stamina, and green for defense. So there is definitely a theming going on. It was a bit of a missed opportunity to still make a proper Guy Dragoon. Guy Dragoon got snubbed, and we just kind of got this. A Dragoon that is kind of unknown at the moment. So let's get to move to the last thing, and then we finally got our tease with CX. Oh boy, this is actually really cool that we actually get some news reveals regarding the new line of Beyblade. We kind of got this with back to UX, and we kind of get a good idea of what's going on here. As far as I'm aware, this seems to. There's actually been some leak informations, and as far as I'm aware, this is definitely a drawn sword upgrade, evolution, and you can definitely tell by the design. It looks like a gear chip change is possible. So we're finally going back there. Like probably mostly be a cosmetic thing, like back with a back chip with bit chips and metal fight with face bolts. It's hard to say for certain, but we'll find out soon. It's gonna be March. I'm gonna try to get ready because there's gonna be a lot. There's going to be a lot, I can tell you that. So yeah, I'm not much else to say. So there's just three reveals. Golem Rock. It's neat. It's neat. Uh, Shelter Drake. It's a interesting Beyblade. Then we need more information on. It's even for someone myself who is a Bakugan fan growing up. And CX. But yeah, I got no much else to say. Until next time. Bye bye.